Hello, let's make a painting. Look at that. Just keep going. You know what? I will let it. I will let it spin. See how. There we go. So, of course, water on the glass, and let's see. There's something is bumpy here. Let's see. Is that center? Yes, it is. Okay. So big brush. Water everything around. Especially under the paper. We want to have that paper stick to the glass. There we go. Excuse me. I think my voice started getting better, actually. I was sick for a couple days, but now we're getting better. So a random color, if I can open it, of course. Just pour a little bit here. I really don't pay that much attention to what's going on as far with the colors go. And the reason for that is, I mean, there are all kind of colors in this world, man. So it doesn't really matter. You can choose anything you want and just use what you have, pretty much what I try to say. We're going to start with the simple clouds. And of course, it's going to look like mishmash everywhere. There we go. That's good. I'm going to start actually cleaning my palette at some point. And what better way to do that if you just kind of grab whatever is left over here. And that's a good excuse, you know, if you try to save money from the wasting materials. That's pretty much what we're doing here, actually. Don't get confused. It sounds nice, you know, you clean your palette and you take random colors. But at the end of the day, it's a good idea because you save some of the paint. And there's nothing wrong with that, you know. You spend your hard-earned money. Well, sometimes it's not that hard to earn them. It's you got to be more mindful. A lot of people doesn't have any materials. So just random colors here until we get the effects that we want. I want to make more darker cloud right here. And as more I go down, it's like kind of... Now, I don't like this kind of line that is left over from the previous, from the water that previously, earlier we put. Now we're going to take the palette knife, start moving it around. And again, nothing specific. Most of the time I have no idea what I'm doing. Sorry guys, I had to do something. We will just straight back to it. I don't think the paper dry out that much. So by the time I head back, actually, the clouds kind of blend, I guess. They become more not that dark. So we're gonna go back to them. That's why I put like a little bit more darker color. But I want to finish that here. I want to add this kind of, not a line, well, I guess it's a line, some kind of texture. But I want to make a connection between the horizon and the foreground. And that's what we do in this. Now for the sky, very simple. We're going to take the multiple brush and I'm going to take a little bit of yellowish. And we're going to go from left to right in the diagonal way, only like this. There we go. And keep going down until we hit the clouds. And that's going to be the representation of our light. There we go. Keep doing it until we get the effect that we want. I think a little bit more touch of water. Just a bit, you don't need much. All right, now over here on the floor, well, not the floor, but the ground, same thing over. Not too much. And the reason for that is we don't want to go over and oh, that's too much. We don't want to cover the whole thing on the front. We want to cover just a bit. All right, now that's fine. And now we're gonna take a flat brush. Now this flat brush is gonna be, well, if you watch my videos before, you already know we're gonna make the clouds a little bit more fluffy. There we go. And start doing this tedious process. Now, one thing this time, and I think I did that before, but we're gonna extend these clouds, kind of make them disappear into the sky. There we go. Pretty much tap, tap, tap. It is a tedious process, man. If you don't have the nerves to watch this, just, you know, go forward. One thing I do a lot, actually, is when I clean up like this, I like to put like more clouds and use the existing paint. So it can be a little bit more interesting. And also it's gonna be exactly the same color, so no complaints there. There we go. Very simple. Keep in mind, I'm doing very simple stuff. Nothing complicated. It's just, I mean, I said that many times. But if you want something complicated, just go to your work and you will have all the complications in a world that you want. At least most of us. You know, your job is like, it will give you all that. Actually, any job, it doesn't matter if you like your job or not. Most likely, you're gonna end up with some kind of stuff you need to deal. It is what it is. I mean, if you keep doing the same thing over and over for years, most likely you're gonna end up in a, you know, sooner or later situations that not that pleasant, or something doesn't work the way you want it, of course. And you know, it's just human nature. It is what it is. So it's just how it's work. Now, one thing we're gonna do a lot, and we're gonna do so much of it, is adding pure black. And the reason we're adding pure black is because we want to have this dramatic change from horizon to the sky. And you know, there we go. Now, of course, here I will not do it. I just want to show you. Here you can actually use the palette knife and use the little edge, and we can actually make some kind of textures, and they can be perfect for little trees like this. I don't want to do too many of them because I don't want that in my artwork, but I just want to show you, like here I can make one. You see, it's like, and you try to go random. So I don't want to do too many. I don't want to do it, but I think it's a cool idea to show you. And another thing I used to do a lot is I make the mistake that I think I need to show up every single thing to the viewer. That means you. And you know, the one thing I realize is people are not idiots. People will understand. I don't need to make this trees like perfect. People will know that's a trees. I mean, people like a lot of mistakes I've been doing by making that kind of a lot of details, and you know, try to explain people what is this, what is that. It's like, oh, man, it's like, leave the people alone. It's like, if you like it, you like it. If you don't like it, it is what it is. I mean, the guys on the other side are not stupid, man. But anyway, and no more of that. Now, all this is good. Now, this is fine, this is fine, this is fine, this is fine. Now, the problem is with the foreground. And the foreground can be a various things. It depends if you want these clouds to be support or you want these clouds to be the main character. And that's really up to you. Me personally, I will use them as a, because I love clouds, but we're gonna use them as the main character. It's gonna be the focus. So on the foreground, we're just gonna add gold green, and what we're gonna do is just make some tall grass. There you go. If you don't know what to do, make a tall grass, man. That's, you know, my way to go thing. Simple, you know, extremely simple thing and yet very effective. Pure black. And just add some shadows to this. There you go. Some details so we can show up that's actually grass. Try to be random again. Make some curve moves. There we go. Now, of course, I can put a baby rock, I can put flowers, I can put birds, and all kind of stuff here, but I don't think that's necessary. You know what? Maybe a little birdie. Boom. You know, that little dot. And there you go. Watercolor, abstract, landscape.